अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेव महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। Today our discussions is relations in Vijnanabad. There is a Namaskar mudra, means two hands are in positions very closer. Two are the positive entity and they have also a gap. So may we say that there is a relation between two hands? There is the question. Question is that relation is real or unreal. Question is here, strong opponent as a Noahic given a statement to establish the reality of this universe through a structural analysis of cognitions. This structural analysis involves various relations. Means they want to say that relations gives the structure and structures prove the reality is established. Means universe is real, it is proved by the relations. So relations plays a great role. Now we will try to analyze, now we will try to examine the what kind relations is explained by the Vijnanabad. Means within the Vijnanabadian framework, we will try to analyze the relations. Here we can give the another example. Book on the table. Means book is related with the table. There is a relation between book and table. Book is not the relations, table is not the relations, but there is a relations which is produced by the book and table, which is separate entity from the books and tables. This is called the relation. Likewise, A and B are produced relations. Means relation is separate, different, distinct from A and B, and A and B is produced the relations. So what is the view of Vijnanabadi? Vijnanabadians are trying to say, we will discuss within these 10 points. The first point is Paratanta Sambandha. Means Paratanta hi Sambandha. Paratanta means dependence. Paratanta means dependency. So if relations is produced from A and B, they are following the all kind of primary conditions of relations. Means A is a positive entity, B is a positive entity, and they are very closer, and there is also a gap, and they produce the relations. Everything are correct. But Vijnanabadis are raising the questions that R means relations produced from A and B, so R is dependent on A and B. But your primary condition was also that relations will be the free from all kind of dependency. So here, if it is distinct entity, so it should be the free from the dependency, but it is not the free from the dependency. So I cannot consider that there is a relation at all. We are coming in the point number 2, that Rupashlesha Sambandha. Rupashlesha means mixing. Opponents are showing a one iron rod and saying that, would you like to perceive it? Ones are giving the answer yes. But how you can perceive it? Because every atom is related to each other. There is a relation between atoms to atoms. Now we can try to understand it. Please, this is the atom. How kind of atom is? Atom is six-sided, means east, west, north, south, upper and lower, six-sided. The first question is it possible to mixing one atom to another? Not possible. Because it is six-sided, another atom is also the six-sided. So if we think that one atom mixing with another atom like this, so it is called the pinda. Pinda means aggregation, amalgamations of atoms. So amalgamations or aggregation is not make any sense of relations. So we cannot consider that Rupashlesha also a sambandh, because it is not possible that one atom is attached with another atom. If it is attached, then how they will attach? Here is the atom is six-sided, another atom is also the six-sided. So if they are mixing here, means they are mixing in a part, but already we have given the definitions of the atom. Atom never be a part, because it is nirans, no part. Atom is a whole. Atom is the smallest unit of substance. So it's also be not possible that they are mixing to each other as a part. So atom mixing is not possible. So which iron rod you are showing here, it is the amalgamations of atoms, it is the mixing of atoms, but there is no relations at all. Now we are coming that Dayoreka vi sambandha. Means if we say that A and B makes a relations, then the questions will come automatically. The A and B are the different. A is different from B, B is the different from A. Now the question is, R is the different from A and B. Is it so? Means relation is also the different from the relator. They call the relator, sambandhi, which makes the relations, they call the relator, means sambandhi. So sambandhi is the means relation is the difference from the relator or not. If they are different, there is no questions of the relations, because it is different, it is different, it is different. As the definitions of the Vignanvadin, Parmanu or positive entity is Salakshana. Salakshana means particular, not group, not class. Kriya Karitya Jukta means which has a potentiality to produce anything. So if they are different, there is no questions of any relations. If they are indifferent, means identical, there is also no question. There is no also possibility any kind of a relation. Now the question is, if we consider A and B has produced a one thing that is called the relations, so also we have to consider that A and R also produce another thing that is R1, and R and B is also produce the one thing that is R2. R2 and B is also produce the another relation that is R3. R3 and A is also produce that is the R4. So it will be the endless regression. Anavastha. So how can I get the pure cognitions of relations? It is not possible, because relation is also a positive entity, so it should be the knowledge, cognitions. How can I get the cognition if we consider the endless regressions, anavastha? So there is no questions of relation at all in the number 3. Now we are coming in the point of number 4. Kriya Karaka Vachi Sambandha. It seems that the grammarians are raising a questions. They are also telling us, let be the relations between the Karaka Chakra. There is the Karaka Chakra, means Kriya in the center point, Bhar is in the center point, and Karta, Karma, Karan, Adhikaran, Sampadan, and Sam. According to the Paninian, the verb is maintaining the old Karta, Karma, Karan, Adhikaran, Sampadan, and everything. Because Kriya is the final point where determined who is the Karta, who is the Karma, who is the Karan, which is the Karan, like this. So subject, object, instrument, everything is determined by the verb, by the Kriya. So there should be a relations between Karta, Karma, Karan, Adhikaran, like this. But this question has not read by any grammarian. It is the Indian tradition, particularly in the text of logic and epistemological text. Authors raise the question himself and he gives the answer himself. So it is the traditions of India. So author is raising the questions, author raising every possible questions and giving the answer. So in the Karaka Chakra there should be a relations. So what is the answer of Viganbadin? Viganbadins are giving the answer that it is a desire of structure. It is a desire of structure. Your Karaka Chakra is desire a structure like this. But there is no relation at all. Why? Because you remember your primary conditions, that every positive entity, means at least two positive entities should be seen at a time. Positive entity should be located in a co-locus, same locus. But when I am taking an example, the Devadatta doves white cow with the stick. So Devadatta is a Karta, cow is the Karma, stick is a Karana, and doves is the Kriya. So there should be there should be a relations. But Viganbadins are giving the answer, where is the subject? There is no object. Where is the object? There is no instrument. Where is instrument? There is no any Kriya or verb. So everything is performing their duty in different time and different locations. So there is no possibility to consider any kind of relations according to the grammarian. So we have not considered here any kind of relations. Now we are coming in the Karya Karana Bhava Sambandha. Now has been raised the questions, okay, your early form of the Buddhism also accepted the Karya Karana Bhava Sambandha. So are you agree this, do you agree this point? Means Karya Karana Bhava Sambandha means there is a relations between cause and effect. Cause and effect. Wittgenstein are giving the answer, no, it is not also possible. Because if we think there is a cause, there is no any effect. Where is the effect? There is no cause. Cause is the seed, effect is the tree. So when you see the tree, there is not seen any kind of seed. When we see the seed, there is no perceived any kind of tree. So the place and time are different. Cause and effect theory perform their duties in the different time and different cause, different location. Then they are asking the questions, okay, there is no possible of any kind of relations, but you see, you told us there is a continuous process from cause to effect. Effects become cause, so it is a continuous process. So how can we deny the cause and relation theory? They are giving the answer here. Yes, we consider the santati, successor. Means cause successors are going to the upstairs, up, and coming on the down as a effect santati means effect successor. But there is a break also. There is a break. Means we can say in general way, when the cause successors finish their work, then the effect successors begin their work. So there is a breaking. Means continuation has a discontinuity. Discontinuous continuity. We have to remember it. So how can I say that there exist at a time both cause and effect? We cannot say it. So even in the santati, even in the cause successor and the effect successor are not exist at a time. So we cannot consider any relations between them. Then they have raised another question. Okay, cause has a causeness, effect has a effectness, karya has a karyata, karan has a karanata. So if we connect them, karyata and karanata, then they are saying that no, it is not also possible, because karyata is produced in karya and karanata is produced in the karan, and they are going, they are also changing in momentarily, but they have no relations, only for the difference of times and difference of locations. So I cannot say that karyata and karanata has a relations. Therefore, we have to consider that that cause and effect has a relation. Now they are raising another question. Okay, the karya and karano are showing in a different time and different space. So if we consider that that karya and karano will be happening in sequentially, when krama bhava sambandha, if we consider it is sequentially happened, means karya will be happened, means one time the cause will be connected and another time effect will be connected. So it is possible to relate between two. they are giving the answer no, it is not also possible, because uh, the if it is happening in the chroma means sequentially, so sequence means the different times. And when I am saying that the chroma means already we have considered that there is the different time. So if they are happening in the different times, so how can we consider they are related to each other? It is not also possible. And they have also given the another example means Annay Bhatirek rules. They have said that if A is exist, so B is exist. It is called the Annay. If A is not exist, so B is not exist. It is the Bhatirek. So Annay in the rules of Annay Bhatirek, we can consider that cause and effect relation is also the relation. They have given the answer, no, it is not possible, because when it is connected with the cause, then effect is absence. When effect is present, then cause is absence. So both are present in at a time. It is not possible. Annay Bhatirek rules also. So I cannot say that there is a relation. They have also said that is it possible the cow has a two horns, so two horns is related to each other? No. Means number two is not enough for the making of relations. Means number two is not enough for the making of relations. Farness, nearness, like these terms are not be related to each other only for the considerations of the time and space differentiation. So we will come in the point number 7. Dishtatto samandha. Samandha means relations should be perceived, will be seen in two places, both places. Means like this. A and B is related. A and B is related. So this relation is here, and the relation should be perceived. Relation should be seen in both places. Dishtatta. How it is possible? We can remember the rules of momentariness. One moment it is produced, next moment it is destroyed. How can it possible for the positive entity perceived in both places? Relations should be perceived in both places at a time. How it is possible? Because produced in one moment and destroyed in the next moment. And they have also given the theory that when it is produced in one moment, it will be not, it has no capacity to be an object of knowledge, if we consider the object. And after destruction, it will not be an object of knowledge. So when it will be the object of knowledge? In the time of producing, in the time of destruction, they have no capacity to be the object of knowledge. So there is no questions of object of knowledge. So there is no questions the duality. There is no questions of duality. And which is not produced at all. Later on we have to remember which is not produced at all. It is not the positive entity at all. So who will be the object of the cognition? So there is no questions of the relation which is real by proposed by the realist as a Nuyayik. Now we are coming in the point of the Adrishta Darshana Sambandha. Sometimes in the usage, we are saying that effect is seen, means cause is unseen, but it is also presence. If we see the effects, means it is produce any kind of cause. So cause is not cause is unseen, but we have to consider there is a cause. Bhikkhanbadins are giving the reply. It is called the Aptavakya. It is called the sentence uttered by the experienced people. It may be give a meaning for your formal understanding, but it has no meaning here, which gives the project of relations. So, which is unseen, which is absence, I cannot say that it is distracta. So, which is unseen, which is negative, which is not positive at all, so we cannot say that it is also be considered as a relator of the making of relations. We cannot say like this. Then they have raised another thing, that bhava sambandha. Okay, one is the bhava, one is the positive, another is the negative. Means one is the present, another is the absence. So we may let be a relations between bhava and abhava. Let be a relations between presence and absence. Bhava sambandha. Because sometimes we are saying that this is the cause of it. Sometimes we are saying in our usage, we can see that this is the cause of it. It means this is the cause of effect. This is the effect of it. Means this is the cause. So unuttered thing will become automatically as a abhava, but we can infer. We can infer there is also a cause and there is also a effect behind which is not perceived now. So they are giving that it is the inference. Already you have told it is inference. So inference will not come in the perception. Inference will not be considered as a relations, because it is already absent. It is the mode of communication. It is the sign of communication. In general way, we can use like this kind of sentence, but it is not the ultimate truth of transcendental truth. It is the true in the general way, not the transcendental truth. Now we are coming in the number 10. They have given the Yogi Samavaya Samand. Sayog and Samavaya Samand. Sayog is the contact, Samavaya is the inherence. So two kind of relations here. Means bird on the tree, means bird and tree produce one relations. So it is called the contact relations. Book on the table, book and table produce a one relations. It is contact relations. When I will be remove book from the table, there is no contact. There is no contact relation. So contact relations is sometimes is not. So contact relations should be considered as the relations. The Bhikkhanbadins is giving the same answer, that bird, when the bird has come on the tree, then contact relation has been produced by the tree and also the bird. So relation is produced, means relation is dependent. The relations makes under dependency. Relation is held, but your so Sanyog Sambandha is not be considered because it is dependency. It has a dependency. It is dependent. If we think contact is an act, please try to understand. If contact is an act, means pot. There is a pot. Pot is produced by the potter, by the raw materials of mud, threads, sticks, wheels, many things. Have we seen after finished product as a pot, the all materials are exist on there? Means potter is on the pot. Can we say like this? Thread, wheel are also on the pot. We cannot say like this, because after producing the product, raw materials, materialistic elements finished their work. They cannot be connected then. After producing the relations, if we consider the relation has been produced by A and B, so after producing the R, after producing the relations, how they will join, how they will be play a role as a relator? That is not possible. Because after production, raw materials never be exist on the productions. So, if we think it is produced, we cannot consider that there is the relations. But relations primary condition is that they should be related with as a positive entity with the relations. And relations should be seen in the both on the both positive entity. How can it be possible? Now you are coming in the Samavaya Sambandha. Samavaya means the Drabbo, means substance, is a container of quality and also the action. Means Drabbo is a container of guna and karma. So we can see like this, Drabbo is here, and that is the guna, and that is the karma. So Drabbo is the whole, and guna is the part, and karma is the part. But there is no any concept of Vijnanvadin as a positive entity. It should be the part and whole. Means there is no concept of avayav and avayavi. Positive entity means nirans, no part. So how can we consider that the inherence means the Samavaya Sambandha will be possible like this, as a part and as a whole? They have given a, Vijnanvadis has given a definition that Salaksana and Shanika means positive entity is a Salaksana, Kriya Karitva Visishta, which has a potentiality to produce anything, which is a particular, which is a nirans, means as a form of atom, unbreakable, unperceivable. They have given the definitions. But that positive entity is momentary. Not only the positive entity, Vijnanvadins are showing that the positive entity as a rupa and the physical entity and the psychological mechanism like a nama, both are the momentary. Both are the momentary. I mean, each and every moment they are changing their forms and substance. So, when we see that all kind of relations has been ignored by the Vijnanvadi, then only and only the consciousness is a ultimate truth in the transcendental form of truthness. So, consciousness is a true, ultimate truth, nothing else. External world has been removed by the ignorance of relations. So it is my ultimate analysis of these relations of Vigyan Bhagavad. And it is also the end of our 5 discussions on the topic of the Buddhist philosophy of relations in Vigyan Bhagavad. So we'll try next for the another topic. Now, thank you all.